Well, as you know from the last video we did, which was the bourbon tasting, we had a nice little accent at the end, which I don't know what happened. I think the ghost of George Dickel didn't like what we're dickling around with his bourbon. And I don't know, he came in and broke some stuff. And the worst thing, nobody was there. We're all over here, so Dickel was bad. Okay, so.
Talk about Dickel.
We will talk about Dickel here. So what we're going to talk about now, besides Bar Guthrie, what is Bar Guthrie all about? Well, it is about friendship. Really, that's the nature of this. And basically, what do you do at bars? Well, besides drinking, which we've been doing tonight, we do tall tales. Right? Everyone has that bar story that when they're having a few drinks, it is time to tell the bar story. Now, I know I got a few over the years, and I'm going to tell a few of them that won't get me in trouble with the law. And this is one of them. Okay. This one here, now, of course, some of you guys have heard about the worst date, which was a blind date. And this was going back in when I was my 20s. And so it was about a couple of years ago. And so let me give you the lowdown of my worst blind date ever. So I'm living with three of my buddies. We had rented this house. It was a 4-bedroom house, and we're just a bunch of guys. It was almost like, the TV show Friends, But except for one of the roommates, his name was James. I'm not giving you a last name because James is a jerk. Now, you don't know James, so no one back there knows James. So if you're watching it, you know you are. So we won't talk about this. And you're the reason I'm talking about the story. So one day, James goes to me, I got a girl I'd like to set you up with. Now, James has always been a jerk. So I'm like, really? Now I'm like, do you trust James? No. But do like the idea of going out on a date. So I'm like, well, tell me more. And he goes, oh, she's a nurse at the hospital. And I'm like, oh, she's got a good job. And she's really pretty and she's in good shape. And I'm like, okay, why aren't you dating her? Oh, I got a couple girlfriends. I don't need any more. I'm like, okay. So he sets me up with her on a Friday night, right? So I get home from work, get all ready, get dressed. And I had, he was giving her the address because he lives with me. So she had my phone number, so she's supposed to be at the house 8 o'clock, 8:30, 8:45. I'm like, I guess this girl's not coming. My phone rings, and she goes, I'm down the street from you, but I can't find your house. So I'm like, all right, where you at? I don't know, I'm lost. I go, well, can you give me a street? I don't know. I'm like, can you give me a landmark? I'm at the Mobil gas station. Okay, I know which Mobil it is. There's only one in the local area. I go, wait there, and I'll come get you. So I'm going to drive up my car. I get there, and here's this very nice shape, but she's walking up to me. I realize she has blonde hair with this very tight perm, which was like, it was just, I did not like that perm. I'm sorry. And so I'm like, oh, God, I was like, so I'm not attracted to her, but I'm like, I'm already here. What am I going to do? I'm not going to be that guy. I'm get in the car and drive away, which, by the way, in hindsight, I should have. But I was a good guy back then, and then the common sense, woohoo, out the window. So I was like, okay, follow me, and, I'll take you back to the house. So I'm driving down the road, and I see her little headlights behind me. So I'm going down the road, and all of a sudden I see the lights coming off the road. She's going off the road and hitting the gravel, and, I was like, what's wrong with this woman? So get back to my house. And now some of you guys probably know my friend Ed and Hill. Now, when we were younger, Ed and Hill thought they were going to be rock stars. So they had converted our family room into I guess a studio, whatever. They had the big mics there. I'm sure the neighbors appreciate that. He had a microphone there. So Friday night, what are they doing? They're in the middle of the house practicing the only song they knew, Breakfast at Tiffany's. Okay, and they never finished the damn song. They would get halfway, 3/4. I'd never heard the end of that song ever. And that was the only song. I'm like, Ed, you know other songs. You know Journey. I hear you sing to it. Well, we got to perfect this one. I'm like, and they would play this song over and over. And it's a song actually I didn't mind, but hearing it many, many times and never finishing it, they get somewhere along there. And, yeah. So I walk in the house with, I can't remember her name, and it's probably better I don't mention it if I did. And she's like, oh, I like your house. Now, we rented this big 4-bedroom, but between 4 people, it wasn't too bad, but it was a nice house. 2-car garage, Carl Springs, nice area. And she comes in there and she hears my roommates jamming in the living room. Now, of course, this is the first time she heard Breakfast at Tiffany's, and I'm sure from a bystander, I guess it sounded okay. From me in my room watching TV over and over, it was torture. But we're not talking about that. And Ed, if you're watching this video, I'm sorry to say that, but okay. So we get in the house. She comes running to where my two roommates are playing music and grabs the microphone from Ed and starts singing her version of Breakfast at Tiffany's. And if I thought Ed was bad, I don't know. It's like, but I gotta say, at that moment in time, I was gonna go lock myself in my bedroom. And I have thought about that, but as she's grabbing the mic, and Ed's mad, because Ed is now, I'm a rock star, and you just grabbed the microphone from me. How dare you do that? So he sits on this little recliner, making a little face, because she took his microphone. So she's over there dancing in front of him, and he just like this, and he'll playing his guitar, the 3 notes he knows, I think. And I'm like, ah. And the next thing I know it, my blind date is giving Ed a lap dance. 30 seconds after meeting the man. And the worst thing is she's my blind date, okay? So I'm like, so
you didn't know what you looked like.
Well, she must have figured it out. I was one who walked her in the house, okay? So, and that was a good-looking guy back then, all right? So I'm like a little disappointed. I'm like, you know, she might be crazy, but, you know, you're still my blind date.
Yeah.
All right, so Ed and Hill come over.
She was blind.
I don't know. She was something. So they tell me, get her out of the house now. And Ed's all mad because he got a free lap dance, and she took the microphone away. So me, you know when you think you're young and you think you're so smart, but then you look back and you say, you know what? I was young and dumb. This was one of those days. So in my wisdom, I have a car, but I got this totally drunk woman, and I said to myself, you know what? The best thing to do, I'm going to put her on the back of my motorcycle and drive to the nearest bar. Yeah, I'm a smart guy, huh? So I get her on the back of the bike, and I don't know what she's on. She wasn't drinking with me. She was doing something. But, working at the hospital, who knows? So I get her in the back, put a little helmet on her, and she's kind of hanging on to me. I just hang on to me. So going down the road, and I can feel her doing this and back. And so I said, you know what? Let me go to the very first bar I can find, which is only about 8 minutes from the house. I go to the bar. We sit down, and she goes, order me a drink. I'll be right back. I'm like, okay. So I ordered 2 drinks. Waiting. Where the hell did this girl go? So I'm waiting. Then I see the bartender come over with our 2 drinks, and she's like, did you come here with a blonde? I go, yes. Well, she's in the bathroom. I'm like, yeah, I know. No, she's passed out on the toilet. You need to take her home. Now I'm thinking to myself, how am I going to get this passed out woman back on my motorcycle without her falling off down the road? So I call my house. I get one of my roommates, his name is Hill, and I go, Hill, I need you to come and get my date because she's passed out on the toilet. And he goes, I'm not going to the bathroom. I go, I'll have her out of the bathroom by the time you get here. Just come here. So I'm thinking to myself, he's taking his car. If he can get sick in his car. So I get me and the bartender carrying this woman out of the thing. And I just met this woman less than an hour earlier. And I'm carrying her out of the bathroom. Thank God she had clothes on. I know it would have been really bad. I get outside, and here comes Hill pulling up in my car. Oh. And I go, what are you doing in my car? And he goes, I don't want to get sick in my car. I'm like, I don't want to get sick in my car. And I was like, God darn it, man. So I'm thinking, all right, so I'm following him back in my car. I'm just seeing if that head falls over my seat or something, So I get to the house. So at this point in time, I don't know what to do with her. I'm like, she's on something, and she's in my house, and I have to get rid of her. So I don't know what to do. So I'm like,
her car was at your house.
Yeah, her car was there.
You should have just put her in the back seat.
Well, we'll get to that.
You took the keys.
All right. So I get in the house, and my only solution is I'm going to go in my bedroom and lock the door. And I go to the door, I go,
where?
Huh?
Leave her
In the middle of my living room with my roommates.
Okay.
So they're like, you can't leave her here with us. Like, oh, I'm not taking her in my room with me, that's for sure, So a few minutes later, I hear the front door open, and it's James, my roommate, who set me up with her. So I come out there, and I said, this is your friend, and of course she's on the couch, whatever's going on with her. Yeah. I go, you need to do something with her. Not my date. I go, she's only my date because of you. He said, you need to do something with her. And he goes, I don't know what to do with her. So I said, you know what? She's your problem. I go in the room, lock the door again. Okay, that's just how I solve my problems. Lock the door. Well, she starts screaming and yelling, and her and James are going back and forth, and then James locks himself in his bedroom, and I hear her banging on the door, banging, James, open the door, I love you.
Oh.
So I hear him swing the door, what's your ever problem? And they're fighting the house, and then my other roommate comes out there, and James, here's our keys. So James, he's a real SOB, opens the front door, go get your keys. And she goes right out there and locks the door. All right. So now, of course, I'm in my bedroom. I hear the whole thing. It's, the walls are not very thick. So I'm like, well, it kind of solves the problem a little bit. So I had to go to work at 8 a.m. the next day. So I went to sleep. I get up, went out the front door and put my suit on, walk out the door. And guess who's in the middle of my lawn? My blind date. And so you know what I did? I went to work. So, has anyone had a blind date like that?
No.
I tell you. So I consider, huh?
That wins the prize.
Yes, I never had a date be passed out in the middle of my lawn and slept there all night. The only good thing about her is she must have sobered up in the morning because when I got home from work, the car was gone. Huh?
She's looking at the sprinklers and come
I had a feeling they did. To be honest with you, the grass was wet. I think she just slept through it. Yeah. So, but when I walked out there, it looked like she fell off an airplane because she was all like she walked out and just went bloop, bloop, right in the middle of the grass. Luckily, that grass was very soft. I didn't do anything wrong. You're looking at me like I did something wrong.
What are you looking at me for?
I
It
don't
was a
care.
bourbon tasting.
Wasn't that time?
That was before I met you. So that is officially the very first tall tale from Bar Guthrie. Anyone else have a tall tale to mention?
Not tonight.
Okay.
I'll save one.
Okay.
Come back then, though.
Okay. I'm gonna do some more tall tales. I'm not doing them right now. That's my only one for tonight. But I'm gonna give you a highlight of future tall tales, so you can keep an eye out for them. One's gonna be called "The Alligator in the Mailbox," and this is a true story. All right. You guys know that one, right?
Is it shorter?
It's a Florida story.
It's a Florida story. Okay. And the one after that, it's going to be called the Orange Fender in the Moonlight.
Mysterious.
It's very mysterious in that one. So the next time we get together, I'll mention it. But before we hang up here, Jamie, would you like to try some of my new Blantons?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Tell her how much it costs.
I'm not telling her that.
I already did.
Did you tell her? Just don't tell Maritza.
I wouldn't
Okay.
think of it.
All right. Where's your glass at?
It's gone. I don't know.
All right.
But that's it.
This is it. Okay. Okay. So
Thank you, sir.
I've been waiting for a special occasion, and I say the worst blind date ever. There was a little stuff left in that one, but
Ooh, that smells good.
it's a single barrel, just like we're
For
doing.
me,
How much money you got? Okay.
Do you like
All right. Did you want to take a whiff of that?
I'll smell yours.
Oh, that's so sweet, is it?
That smells really good.
Whoa, that smells strong.
It could be. So, all righty. You ready, Jamie?
Yeah.
Salute to the first.
To no blind dates.
No blind dates. Thank God. I don't have to go through that anymore. And isn't that a wonderful thing?
Thank God for Maritza.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
A lot of flavor. You got tons of flavor in that.
This is really good.
Oh my God.
That's my favorite.
Okay. So it's not just a good-looking bottle. It actually tastes really
It
good.
tastes really good. Did you taste it?
so smooth.
It's really good.
That's very, very good. So that
Tastes
is.
like alcohol.
Well, it does taste
It
like that.
might be. We should try it again.
Give me a couple more shots.
You're
Thank you, Chris.
welcome.
It's awful.
I'm waiting for a
That was
special
good.
occasion.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome, and thank you for watching this.